But hello. Hi. Wow, I was just on time. I thought I. Oh my god, I'm so shiny. I swear I'm not that shiny. What's going on? I'm really shiny. Hello. Hi. Hi. Seen Uglo just chatting before? Really? Usually it's every Thursday, but we've been kind of all over the place. A shiny Pokemon. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm really shiny. It's it's prettier in real life. Um, you swear you're not Chinese? Do I look Chinese? No, I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Um, but to this day, it's still a mystery to my parents how I look. Uh, Slightly Asian. It's a running joke at the family that I've been adopted, or like the I've been exchanged at birth with like another baby in the
Et
hospital.
Sharon, love you're content. Keep being awesome.
What is this? Vanilla. Okay. They made a new look for my yogurt and it looks cheaper. It's kind of weird. Uh, Sleeper, thank you so much for resubscribing. Thank you. Oh, and Tao, thank you so much for the tip. Hey Sharon, love your content. Keep being awesome. Thank you so much. And Coco, thank you so much for resubscribing. What about my twin? She's been exchanged too. um, what is my ethnicity? You can. There's a command. Is like exclamation point and then ethnicity. My parents also lied to me about being about me being adopted. Um, have you possibly been watching Island? No, what's Island? Let me see. Oh, Island, isn't it? The like the same production company, I guess, as BTS. No, something like that. Like they were making a new boy band or something, but they're like 20 in the group. I'm like, how are we supposed to like know who's who? Will there be a new video today? Yeah, in 5 minutes. But I was debating whether the thumbnail was awful or not. I think it's awful, personally. You'll see. Um, but it's a French video, so sorry, English people, English speaking people, and the rest of the world. Um, Sharon Pashanon. Oh. Oh, thank you, Tao. Thank you very much.
Loving
Thank
the
you.
look to Deschaz.
Is that mashed potatoes in such a small container and so white? No, it's a yogurt. It's a vanilla yogurt. Um, you debate that every time. I know, but it's really ugly. Look. Yeah, it's ugly, isn't it? I when he says that, it's ugly. That's it. I know it. No. I don't put out the video. That's it. I'm not putting out the video. He was like, that means everything. Mashed potatoes in a jar. Alex, how could you? It's it's ugly though. No, because usually he's like, it's so pretty. But now it's like, it's so pretty. That's too late. The video. No. You won't have a video today. Thanks, Alex. It's so ugly. Uh, it is by Big Hit or it's a trainee survival show. My god, it's been so emotional already and there's been 2 episodes. I really recommend it. I feel like I could give a whole like debate in itself. Uh being a K-pop trainee is possibly not very human. So I don't think I want to see that. I don't think I want to see them like break themselves to like reach expectations of things. Although I know that Big Hits is like very much like easier on their groups than other production companies. How do you call them? It's not production company. It's like whatever. Um, but yeah, I'm not sure I would want to see that. Um, I used to have a shirt like that, but it had Jack Skellington. That's that's a pajama. What shows do you watch? I have been watching on Netflix Unsolved Mysteries, like the new season, like the remake, and it's so interesting. And then I went to watch the old one, and it was so shit. Like they spent literally like 3 minutes on one case, and like it's just like, oh, this happened, this happened. Okay, next. All right. Um, thank you, Full Moon. Thank you. Oh my God, the video is coming out. Is everything okay? Did I put keywords? Did I put a thumbnail? Okay. Monetization not in middle. Thank you. Okay, we're good. I think. Um, that is bright. Season 3 of Dark. I will watch it soon, but I just have so many things to do. I can't sit down and watch it yet. Also, I'm watching K-pop, which is possibly worse because you have to look at it because you don't understand anything. Um, have you watched Orphan Black? No, I haven't. I confuse it. I confuse it with Orphan and Black Mirror. You'll need a big chart for all the characters. Well, I watched the first 2 seasons and it was like the most mind blowing show I've ever watched. Whoa, how do you feel about the new uploader? I really don't like it. The new uploader is kind of like confusing at first, but now we get a hang of it and it's like tic tac. God, I'm sorry. That's it. It's out. Everyone click, even if you're not gonna watch it because it's French. Everyone click. Be polite. Sounds like my mom. Go watch. Everyone go watch. Um, Black Mirror. Suck a doop. I feel like I'm saying something bad, isn't it? Too obvious. I'd rather watch Charlie Brooker make unhinged facial expression. I understood 2 words. On doit pas regarder parce que c'est en français. Non, je pense pas qu'ils. J'ai dit, je pense pas qu'ils vont regarder parce que c'est en français, mais faut cliquer. Mind your manners. Yay! I hope you enjoy. I basically redid like the ones because like on there was one video that I did recently like um I don't remember the title where it was like hand movements and like face brushing, ears brushing, and a lot of people a lot of French speaking people were asking me to redo this to please do this in French, so I did this in French, so it's sort of the same. I love in YouTube Studio the 1 out of 10 video tracker to see how they all perform. Yes, it was great until it started not really working. I think it's better these days, but like for the past 2 weeks, it was like sort of fucked. So it was basically useless. J'ai découvert une émission UK vraiment marrante et divertissante que je te conseille. Taskmaster. What is that? I've never heard of it. You weren't lying about the thumbnail. I knew it. I knew it. It's ugly. Oh my god. I knew it. Do you chew yogurt? Do I? Maybe. That's my normal hair good cat. I decided to stop ironing it as often because like usually I wash my hair and then I straighten it like directly. Oh, oops, sorry, you probably have that. Okay. And so recently I discovered that my hair is not that ugly. It's kind of getting back its texture. Also, you can't see, but I have like my cute little baby curls slowly but surely. I've done so much shit to my hair, so it's like. Mm. Hey, Glow had such a terrible week, full of heartbreak. Feel bad. Streams keep me in a positive. I'm sorry, prime time. I hope you feel better. Ironing like straight, like the straightening iron. It is just. It's like literally the only yogurt I can eat. Thumbnail looks okay. Okay. I was like, meh, meh. It's bad. Alex, it's so bad. No. I know when I have the feeling. You know, is this the smell. It's like it's bad. Taskmaster. It's a game with comedians, but qui doivent faire une mission souvent après rien impossible de la façon précise, jolie ou rapide. Je sais pas si j'aime. I just saw that vampire ASMR video and it was amazing. Mine? Thank you. Oh. Thumbnail is very epic, like in the wrong way, right? Just a bit of a weird perspective. It's like from under. Oh my god, it's so bad. Thank you, Nana. Thank you, Sophia. Your voice just then reminded me of that Vine. It's an avocado thing. I'm sorry, I wasn't into Vine. I see that now. You see that it's ugly? Thank you. Oh, thank you, Glossy Shot. Thank you. Loving the look today, Shaz. Thank you. Where's Jojo on the show? I think he's in the voice chat. We're gonna wait until because things are gonna go like not as positive. So let's wait a bit. It's like a perspective. That would be funny. Yeah, in front of the cam. I see that the stream is dropping frames, but I'm okay. But it's okay here. Oh, 0.5. Oh, what's going on? I don't have anything open. It's not. I don't have a VPN. I'm okay. It's not my fault. It's Twitch. Fuck you, Twitch. Oh, is it being bad? Can you actually see? Is it like unbearable? That's it. No one is answering. It's dead. What are you talking about? It's lagging. It's lagging. It's lagging. Oh, why is it always happening when I? Okay. 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 It's not too bad. Just kind of annoying. Mine is buffering constant. Oh god. Oh my god. It's okay for chatting, but bad for gaming. I'm not gonna game soon. Oh no. Okay, what should I do? What should I do? It's bad. Merci, petit Louis. Merci. Thumbnail killed Twitch. I know it was that ugly. You nailed your videos down to a thank you, Tao. Thank you very much. I don't know what to do. Should we stop? My mods are not here. Sorry, you can't fight with anyone today. You can fight with me if you want. And also I'm lagging, so like we're busy with that. There you Oh my god. Alex, what should I do? Am I lagging? Hello, hello, hello. Help. I don't know. Guys, is it watchable? Is it watchable? Like if it's not watchable, like it's no use like doing that. I don't want you to like have to like something that's buffering all the time. Thumbnails be like, well, we can't do shit. Yeah. Our upload is dying. No. So it's Twitch. It's not us, right? Wait, we can fight with you. Sure, you can try. Let it be. We can hear you and see you. Okay. All right. Please put your hair in dreadlocks. Do you want people to kill me? I would be stoned to death. Next slide. Oh my god, is it that bad? It's listenable. Okay. Okay. It's not Twitch? But no. People are saying Twitch servers are going down or something. Yeah, it's happening for me on other streams. Uh-huh. It's not that bad. 20-second delayed? Oh, is that why you guys are like not at the same time as me as at all? Okay. Well, and thanks people aren't responding. Not the ideal data stream. Okay. Slimouche, bah c'est mes cheveux normaux. I didn't read what? Sorry. Sorry, I don't know. Everything is all over. Should I? I feel really bad. I don't think it's delayed. Sometimes we lose a few seconds. Oh my god. It's this thumbnail. I knew it. I knew it. Okay. I don't know if I should. Okay. Twitch is gone. So it is Twitch. Hey. Help. I can't hear her. I can't hear her. Huh? Oh yeah, because he's in blah, blah. I'm lagging. He's in another room so he can hear me. Oh my god, 20 seconds delay. That's a lot. See, Chris? It was not that great, right? F. Yeah, F. It's not Twitch. Okay. So what's happening? Just a sec. Just a sec. All right, so there's a huge delay. So basically, this is not gonna be a direct chat. That's kind of weird. What we're gonna do is, you know what? I'm gonna start the chat with my brother, and then like, you guys will catch up. But apparently, it's not really freezing anymore, right? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's almost like a pre-recorded shit. It's kind of weird. Yeah, the lagging stopped. It's just that now we're delayed. All right. Let me get my headphones. Headphones. Is my brother here? We wanted to talk about some fun stuff today. Uh-oh. Oh. I need to charge. Blah, blah. Yeah, it's fine now. It doesn't buffer as much. Okay. So we're just like a lot behind. You guys are a lot behind. Okay. I'm gonna say something, and then you guys write it in the chat when I'm gonna say one, and you guys write it in the chat when you hear it, okay? Okay. 1. Five seconds delay. Okay. 5 seconds. It's okay. It's okay. That's good. I think we're back on. You can't say what? What? It worked, no? I'm gonna say one and then say one. It works. Whatever, it worked.
You said I'm gonna say one, so then people just wrote one. You're like, I'm gonna say one and write it as soon as you see it. And then you counted and said one again. So people said one the first time and the second time, so it's entirely useless.
I don't think so. I think they're not
They said
that
it
dumb.
way early. And they're still saying it way later. It doesn't make any sense.
Okay. Where's he going? Not really, Alex. Okay. I'm gonna say something, and you're gonna write it in the chat when you hear it, okay? Rabbit. Five seconds. Hello, I was right. We're good. Something. Yay! You underestimated people. Underestimated. Yeah, maybe if you refresh also. Yeah. Yeah, people are still writing it. Refresh if you're late. It should be fine. I don't know why my internet went out. That's weird. Okay. Let's post this on Twitter. Okay, that's not shit. I forgot to pin. All right. Just a sec. I tried refreshing and it made it worse. Okay, don't refresh. Don't do it. Rabbit. Okay, let me pin this. There we go. They're saying my brain is delayed in VC, but that is the truth. All right. Hello. Hi. So, I was told that you guys were saying that my brain was delayed. No, it was Ellen. Smirk just said rabbit. He's really delayed. We can't hear? Oh, you can't. What about now? You guys talk? Oh, shit. Okay. Advanced audio properties? No, properties. I got it. Okay, now you can talk.
So
Hello.
are you
Hello?
still delayed or?
For some people, apparently,
Well, they need to refresh.
they like most of them have 5 seconds delay, which is fine.
Okay.
Pro streamer.
So how was the day?
It was great.
I see you started gathering the wine bottles behind.
No, this one is
Slowly.
full. This one is full because I don't
Oh.
like the taste of it.
No, it's not full. No
I
way.
swear, do you
it's
see
full.
like the line
yellow.
Oh,
It
cube?
will
will
be
empty
at the end of the stream.
No,
Yeah,
I don't
it's
like this
half
taste.
gone. It's like half gone. You've
No,
drunk half of it.
I had like one drink while we were watching
One big drink.
Black Mirror, and it was I didn't like the taste. It was so chemical. Yeah, it was one small glass.
Oh, it's not the same as the other one.
No,
Oh yeah, it's red.
it's supposed to be raspberry, but it feels chemical, like candy raspberry. It's not good at all.
Like would you come to France and travel? Let's say we take Alan and
Yeah.
Aldari and
Aldari, is it live?
and Boros and Diffu and whoever else, and then we would go to travel to vineyards.
I don't know.
Would you want to try like real wine?
I don't think so because I usually like don't like it.
Dude, she got drunk off of like two drinks of like 5% cheap shit
I
wine.
wasn't drunk.
Yes, but
I wasn't drunk.
Drunk.
yes, but in vineyards you don't drink, you just taste.
Yeah, you taste,
Sure.
but
It's a
And then you
little bit.
spit.
Yeah, but
it's like not.
I feel
tasty.
like the smell alone would be
no.
enough at that point.
It's
That
like
is
really.
true. That is true.
I don't know. I don't like the taste of usual alcohol, which is why this one is so special. And that's why it
Because it
deserves
tastes like bread.
Like chemical.
space on my shelf. Oh, by the way, I'm heads up. I'm gonna stop streaming on the 15th because I'm gonna start moving out, and I don't know when I'll have internet, so I don't know when I'll be coming back. But I'll keep you guys updated, and this will start emptying soon, so it will stop being so empty.
It's okay, Sharon. Me and my 4,500 viewers on the podcast will survive this.
It's gonna leave us forever. No, I don't know how many days it takes to install internet. I have no idea.
Normally like 1 or 2 maybe to set it
hope
up, I guess.
so.
Yeah.
I hope so, cause like we're gonna have fiber, and like I'm scared that like I don't know. I'm scared that there's gonna be a problem with it. But
If there's already fiber going to the place, then it shouldn't be too difficult. If they actually have to lay the fucking cables down, then
That's
it might be.
exactly. So we'll see. I'm waiting for answers. Croat, thank you so much for subscribing. What's good, nerd?
Did you see his yellow lightsaber?
Croat?
Looks good, right?
Yeah. Oh, with the stars.
Oh, he's a tier 3.
Thank you.
Yay! Another one in the tier 3 club.
Thank you very much.
What the fuck?
Joe?
Hello.
He died. He died.
He died. Oh,
It
dear.
was only
that was a harsh rip.
it was only that.
It was it was worse than the one before. Yeah.
My God, that sounded like Sombra's gun. Beep said. That was disgusting. Oh my God, it was so greasy.
What did you eat, Joe?
Pizza.
It was maybe
fuck.
like they'll never hear.
No, he knew. He did it earlier as well.
Ew.
No, I put it on the Blue Yeti, Sharon. And now again, the microphone has an awful smell.
No.
Smirk.
But at least it's a good quality, right?
For fuck's sake.
It's good quality, Mike.
That's not how they test nuts. That's...
You need Lysol.
Smirk
Disinfect it.
said you could hear the liquid.
Oh.
Oh, jeez.
Ew. Brown Yeti.
Oh dear.
Well, welcome. I just arrived and I hear this. Welcome everyone. That reminds me of when I got hosted with like 600 viewers,
The
and
first
then
one.
he farted. He farted so loudly, and I was like,
During an ASMR stream.
welcome to my stream. And it wasn't like ASMR people or anything, so like it was like no one knew me there.
Oh dear. Oh fucking
The clip
dear.
is legendary. Someone clipped it. Oh my god.
Yeah,
Of
it's a
course
clip.
someone clipped it.
Well, I need bloopers, so anyone else? Anyone else wants a part? First big host. Yeah, it was my first big host.
I'll
It was disgusting. Well, we know that Blue Yeti hears everything. I could literally hear my neighbors arguing with each other, like a couple arguing with each other at the time when I was filming my videos. It was horrible. It was horrible. Anyway, Joanne, do you have some discussion for us?
Oh boy, this is gonna be fun.
Oh boy!
Yeah, 1 second. I'm closing something.
I was
need-
cooking when
I
that
need
sound
to open my
appeared.
notes. So, hello guys. Welcome to Sharon's stream.
Hello.
About discussions. So today I wanted to have Sharon's opinion on a subject that I've debated with Taylor earlier this week, but
Fucking
also
far too much.
but also people in the chat opinion. So let's imagine that
Live discussion.
you are supporting the fact of tearing down or removing the status in the US, like the Confederate status.
Wait,
Okay.
just a sec. Allo, Wake. Thank you so
Oh,
much for
Rake.
hosting my hosting and rating my channel. Thank you. Welcome everyone. We're having a discussion. If you're easily triggered by discussions, please don't stay, because it's gonna be juicy. Hi. Okay, go ahead. Joe.
Yeah. So let's imagine that you support tearing down statues of Confederate
down.
people in the U.S., or even taking the statues and putting them in a museum. So I'm supporting that, and I'm sure that a lot of European people are supporting that. However, I was sure that when it would happen in Europe, those same Europeans would start change their version or their political side or whatever. And we have today the perfect example, guys. We
It's
have
really not.
we have the perfect lefty liberal from the UK that voted against Brexit, that could take a shit on Donald Trump's chest. That
I mean, I feel like he'd probably like that, so I
Yeah.
wouldn't.
Okay, so the dude is a lefty, okay, like me, and he supports the fact of tearing down Confederate statues of people that fought against the North in the Civil War, whether it was to protect the South, its culture, its tradition, or to protect the fact that they want to keep slavery. Okay, it can be both. It can be none. Whatever. So now the thing is, I asked him. No, I didn't ask him. What happened is that the protesters in the UK tore down a statue of Winston Churchill, right, Taylor?
No, they just graffitied it.
Yeah.
Which was
Okay.
okay.
Yeah,
That I didn't really have a problem with.
On the statue. Okay. Oh, Usar is here. What's up, Usar?
Carlos, who's her?
Yeah.
Didn't we tell you this before?
Yeah. She doesn't listen.
I'm Dory and Nemo. Hi, so anyway, yeah.
So the thing is that, in my eyes, Churchill is a far bigger and greater criminal than those Confederate people. However, Taylor doesn't support the fact of tearing down those statues or to put them in a museum. So I wanted to know, Sharon, if let's pretend we didn't speak about that before, Sharon.
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to know if you know something about Churchill's crimes,
Uh,
and then if you know, what do you think about that?
yeah. So before you told me about it, I knew nothing about like his crimes. Basically, what I knew of Churchill, which is like probably right, what everyone knows, is that Churchill was the, when France was sort of like collaborating, Churchill was the one who was probably the bravest. But otherwise, I didn't know anything about him. Like, I didn't know that he was like extremely racist and stuff. And I found a page. Mamma mia! I found a page. Mamma mia!
Wait, you need to pretend you don't know. You are like the
But
judge,
that's
and
what
we
I'm-
present the proof to you.
No, but like to judge, I need to know everything that he's done.
Yeah,
know.
that's what I'm saying. I've got the
Exactly.
same page in front of me, so we need to present to you. I make my case, Taylor makes his case, and then he loses, and then you ban him. Goodbye.
Oh my god. Okay, I have to pretend that I don't know anything.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Taylor, do you want to start?
I will start by just saying that I don't like Churchill. I don't support Churchill. I learned about what he did in school.
Objection, Your Honor.
Oh,
He's lying.
did you?
I'm not lying.
Wait. That's important. He did. Did you learn about
I
it?
learned about it when I was about 14 in history class. We learned about.
They're telling you what he did.
Yeah, pretty openly. They said, well, they didn't tell
Interesting.
us about his treatment of Jews, but they
Mhm.
did tell us about what happened in Gallipoli. They told us about what happened in South Africa and in Bengal, which were like the big known issues.
Mhm.
Okay, so maybe for the people in the chat, I should start by stating the crimes, right?
Right.
It makes more sense. Okay, so guys, I'm not inventing that. It's on it's a BBC article.
And also, it's like his
BBC
own like writings, right, and his own
Yeah.
like words. Yeah.
Yeah. So BBC, I think, is a fairly conservative newspaper, right?
Yeah, it's
I
meant to be
mean-
impartial, but it does kind of lean a little bit more conservative.
Conservative.
Yeah, just
Okay.
because the higher ups are rich people, so they tend to be.
Okay, so let's start, guys. It won't be long. So first of all, you can say it's context, it's his time, whatever. However, it is known that Churchill was a white supremacist, and
Yes.
and he thought that the right race was superior to every race Britain fought against. Okay, included Indians, Pashtuns, Jews, Arabs, Egyptians, whatever. Okay, this is the first thing.
He also even thought that Anglos specifically were superior to French and Germans and Italians, etc.
Mhm.
He was the full package.
And just to give an example, guys, in 1937, he said, "I do not admit that a great wrong has been done to the Red Indians of America or the Black people of Australia.
Ooh.
I do not admit that the wrong has been done to these people by the fact that a stronger race, a higher grade race, a more worldly wise race has come in and taken their place."
Oh my god. I
Yeah.
didn't hear that. That's terrible.
Well, second point, poison gas. He was for the use of it. Well, everyone was
Yep.
for the use of it. Third point, we've got one of the most, if not the most important thing for Churchill. It's called the Bengal famine. Correct me if I'm wrong, Taylor.
Yep.
The Bengal is a region in India.
Yep. In what used to be the Raj. I think it's kind of Bangladesh-ish area.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. It's East India. It was the
Okay.
front with Japan, basically.
All right. So basically, Winston Churchill killed involuntarily between 1.5 million and 3 million Bengalese people by starving them because he needed their food for the British Army. Okay, so that's pretty sad. What else? So he was the minister of the colonies and a lot of things, and he published some important books in the UK legislation about the migration to Palestine during the 30s and the 40s. Yes, I am Bib. It says 1.53 million in the article. So for those who don't know, some Jews tried to escape to Palestine. Palestine was under British rule, and then Churchill didn't let the Jews go there. Okay, so basically he condemned them to go back to Europe and be killed by the Nazis. And then treatment of strikers in the UK, role in Ireland, where he sent a bunch of criminals and thugs to kill some independentists. And the last one is cash for influence. Well, I think basically every politician has done that, but some lobbying. So
wait, he was also like I read oh my god. There's so many things. I read because I have an article that has like everything that he said about each thing that's terrible.
Yep.
And he was also like he was a Zionist, which means that he was for Jewish people having their like their place. But he was quite like anti-Semitic, which was the trend at the time, sure. But he said like really not nice stuff about Jews also. I'm like, oh my God, stop! You have to stop somewhere. So yeah, go ahead, Joe.
No, for me, it's done.
Adolf did more things than Churchill. Someone said in the chat. No shit.
Yeah, of course. So now, I would like to hear what is the opinion of Taylor, and why do you want to keep his statue in London in front of the UK Parliament?
That one statue in particular is because, like I said, I do not support Churchill. I do not like him. I think he's fucking disgusting and horrible. And the fact that the UK has based so much of its national image off of him is another fucking problem entirely. That I don't agree with. But ultimately, he did save the country. Like, that's kind of what that statue commemorates. And it's like this whole keep calm and carry on ethos that he kind of created that became like a national spirit after the war. And that's what that statue specifically represents. Like, it's there to look over Parliament and kind of say, no matter what happens, that same spirit is with you. And I think that deserves some recognition. And it's because we're taught about the bad shit, because we're told what he did wrong. I feel like that's okay because we know about it. Like, if we weren't taught about it and that statue was being put up, or if someone tried to put it up today knowing about it, I would have a problem with it, and I would probably try and protest if I could. But in the current context of what it's there to represent, I'm okay with it being there. And also, I like statues in public places because it's art, and I like having nice things to look at in public spaces.
Is that a nice thing?
So yeah. So you find Churchill attractive?
But I don't know. Maybe it's just like I can always like separate like the subject from the art. Like, I can look at it and think, oh, that's, it is a good piece of art. It's well made. It is accurate. It does look good for a statue in a way.
Sharon, it's lies. It's lies. Now he's trying to speak about art and whatever. I just want to add two things.
I said this in discussion channel the other day.
I just want to add two things. First one, when he unfortunately killed the 3 million people in Bengal, he said it wouldn't have happened if they were not breeding like rats or
Yes,
rabbits.
he did say that.
Okay. Second thing, I can't remember what was my second thing. So, what do
Pétain.
you think right now, Sharon?
You said, she said, I think, oh my god, what did you say? Like something like he has to like be recognized and like sort of praised because he sort of saved the UK and stuff. And that reminds me of sort of Pétain, Maréchal Pétain in France, who sure you can see and you can say in some way he did save France by collaborating, because like most people were like living like better than others, right? But then like he sold a lot of Jews. So like where do you draw the line? Like where do you say
I feel like
mm-hmm.
I'm not particularly tied to a statue in general. Okay.
Yeah.
But from like a point of like a nationalist idea, and again, I'm not nationalist. I like the idea of countries, but I'm not a nationalist. But the UK is a nation and it has a national identity, and Churchill is a big part of that. And so, it makes sense to have some kind of recognition to him, or some kind of homage to him in the capital city, because ultimately I don't think the UK really has any single non-controversial historical figure.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you're going to have a statue of one, it might as well be like the guy who saved us during World War II, supposedly. And it's like that's kind of part of the British national identity. I don't specifically agree with that national identity. I think it's a lot of bullshit, but that is kind of where that's coming from. And I feel like if someone was to tear that statue down, it would do more harm than good. Versus like tearing down a statue of the Confederates, it's like those Confederates were enemies of the state. They didn't do anything for the US. They actually actively fought against the US. So it would be like if the Bolsheviks failed in their revolution and then the Romanovs started putting up statues of Lenin. It wouldn't make much sense. So I feel
Okay,
like
but
from
first
like a
of- first
national
of
point
all-
of view, it's weird.
First of all, we treat Churchill as a hero because he told the British people to stay strong during the war and during the Blitzkrieg on London. However, let's not forget that when there were those sirens, okay, of war and of German planes bombing London, well, it would go to a fucking overprotected bunker, but then the other poor people from London would go back to their fucking house that was made of wood. Okay,
Yep.
let's not forget that one. Second thing, you're saying that you are taught all of this in school, but it seems to be not true. Otherwise, the BBC wouldn't write an article about that. Like opening the eyes of British people about the misconduct of Mr. Winston Churchill. And thirdly, sir, and I will finish on that point. Wait, I lost it. One second. Wait, I lost it. 1 second. Fuck, Sharon, I'm tired.
Wait, well, while you're thinking about your point, I just want to say Fab and Dezeno, I don't agree with that. I'm Jewish. But that's what some people could argue. And just like some people could argue that some like German people at the time could argue that Hitler like made, oh my god, I was gonna say made Germany better, made Germany great again. But that's the perspective.
I found the point again, and it's a shitty point, by the way. But anyway, if truly British people and all the generations knew about Winston Churchill, then he wouldn't. I told you, Taylor, I would say it. He wouldn't have been elected the best Briton in 2002, Sharon.
I don't agree with people voting for him to be that.
Yeah, but
really
you know, That's that's the thing. So, what do you say, Sharon? We have. I asked Taylor and Usar and people in the Discord, and I would like to have also the chat opinion. Okay, so in the Egyptian mythology, when you die, you go in front of Anubis, I think, and then you need to weight your
Mhm.
heart against comment tu dis une plume?
A feather.
A feather, right? And if the feather is heavier than your heart, then you go to their paradise or whatever. Otherwise, you get fucked. Okay, so I tried to ask Taylor, what heart is the heavier? Is that the one of the general, the Confederate general, or the one of Winston Churchill?
Churchill.
And he said Churchill.
Yeah, 100%.
He said Churchill. So why would you want to have this disgusting dude, this genocidal, this white supremacist, and all the shit you want? Why would you want to have this as a statue? Why? Why do you need that for your
Because it's
country?
what the
Popular
statue
terrorist.
represents, not what he was.
But shouldn't it be
You know?
better to have all of those statues, like, don't even tear them down. It's okay. Like, put them all in the museum to actually see, to like teach history and not like erase it, but just not, yeah. By putting them on the street, as Popular Joe said, you're celebrating them in a way, which means like celebrating all of them.
I understand that, but like, there's also like the context of what that is. At least, like I'm not a massive fan of statues of leaders in general. You know, it is a symbol of like nationalism and that shit. But that statue specifically was put there, kind of overlooking Parliament, as kind of
I am
a
your
commemoration.
forever.
As kind of a commemoration of his leadership, kind of like that kind of national spirit that he represented more than what he actually was as a person. And that's kind of the thought behind it. And I feel like that not necessarily justify. I don't want to say justifies, because it makes it seem like it makes him okay for doing the horrible things, but clearly not. But that makes it kind of more reasonable for people to like at least celebrate that aspect of what he did.
So Marav92, sorry Sean, if you wanted to speak.
No.
Marav92 said a really nice idea that we had before. I'm sure he said just put a sign on the statue about
Like
his
next
darker
to it?
side. Okay, like
everything. That would
like
be a
right,
long list, though.
yeah,
a
but
lot
right,
of-
3 million people, white supremacists, etc., etc. Okay, would you agree to that?
Yeah.
Okay, so would you agree to that being put on the
But then it's on the streets,
Confederate
kinda
people?
I would say that, yeah, if they had like a plaque on it that basically said, this is Winston Churchill, he also did these things, yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay, but what about the Confederate people? Would you agree?
The Confederate people also didn't do good things, though.
No, maybe they did. You don't know.
But they
Maybe
didn't
they
do
did.
good things for the United States because they actively fought against. It would be like the United States having a statue of King George III in New York. Like, he was an enemy.
That's why I think it should be in a museum to like teach what, like who, like
It's like
those
there's-
people were and like what they did and stuff like that. Just not on the street.
Sharon, you want to know something funny?
Yeah.
The British sent a statue of Winston Churchill to George W. Bush, like the second one of Churchill.
He was like, no,
and
thanks.
No. He kept it. He kept
Yeah.
it because Churchill was a strong leader against
Yeah.
fascism and whatever. But then when Obama was elected, he returned the statue. Why, Taylor?
I don't know. I didn't know he did that.
Oh, he returned the statue because Obama's grandfather was put in a concentration
No!
camp on
Oh,
orders of Churchill. Yeah, isn't
That's
that
very-
isn't
yeah, that's-
that fucking karma?
yeah.
Holy shit! Stop!
Karma, right?
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
Yeah, definitely.
Xavier,
His
thank you so much for
family was from
subscribing.
Kenya, so checks out.
Oh my god! Oh, What are the chances, dude?
So yeah, of course, I understand what you're saying, Taylor, and then after that I can speak about the second subject that is important for Sharon. But even if the Confederate people didn't do good for the US, okay, and we all agree about that they were fucking let me no sorry sir
Oh shit!
sorry
I
sir.
banned him. It's okay. I'm the mod now.
So even if we agree that Confederate people were absolutely shit, can we agree that they didn't kill 3 million people?
Oh, absolutely.
That the numbers don't check out in what you're saying.
Yeah, absolutely. But I feel like Smirk raised a good point actually there. Like people use the Confederate iconography and ideology to still justify their racism today. People don't really do that to Churchill because the worst thing they do is glorify him and focus on his good parts and not his bad parts. So they don't really use his bad side. Like no one's going around saying, well, Churchill killed 3 million Indians, so we should kill 3 million Indians, you know? But there are people who still support the Confederacy.
Yeah,
and
but
they
he's still like
use-
glorified for his like good deeds, while people like are sort of like erasing his bad deeds and like not really acknowledging them.
and-
So isn't that
and
like?
I do feel like that is a problem.
Mhm.
And
it-
Sharon
like-
is right. Look at the chat. You have someone really nice, a French guy called Fab Dramley. Okay, and he seems to love Churchill. Okay, but like
That's
every
because
10
as a
seconds,
French person, we are told that he like basically saved.
yeah, and he was a hero. That's for sure. But then every 10 or 20 seconds, now he just asks, "Are you sure about the 3 million?" Like there is so much propaganda and mythology around Churchill that it becomes a problem. He saves our ass. Yeah, he saved your ass. Not mine, by the way, but he saved your ass by killing other asses. That's
but
the
then
problem.
that is how
Killing other asses.
Western Europe exists. So like I
Yeah.
feel like we can't really, we can't justify like, oh, this guy was bad, so we shouldn't celebrate him when we're literally all like living in France, living in the UK, living in Germany, living in Spain, living in Portugal, like just by nature of living there and being born there and existing there, we're benefiting from that same society and like that was created through those same exploits. So it's like there's already sin there, as it were. It's already kind of morally wrong in a way. So like, as I feel like you said, like if it's not spoken about, then there's a big fucking issue. And I do have an issue with that. Like I don't like the way that like Boris Johnson tries to emulate him as if he is some like brave leader, and I feel like that's fucking stupid. Like it's so shitty. But the idea that like if we are taught about it, and apparently I was lucky to learn about it because Smirk didn't learn about it.
Oh,
But
really?
yeah, apparently it's not on the curriculum. I guess it's just more common in like the South or whatever. But I don't know. I guess like if you learn about it, it just kind of puts it into perspective. And like I've been able to look at like artists of like the actual artists I fucking despise for what they did, but like I can still enjoy their art. Like I've always been able to like separate the art from the artist and from the subject and stuff like that. So I guess for me it's always been different. And like I also grew up with my grandparents telling me that he was like this brave fucking hero that saved the country and shit like that and never did anything wrong. But then when I learned about it, obviously I had my own opinions, and he's a cunt, to be fair. But I don't know. It's like I'm not exactly strongly attached to it, but there are definitely other statues in the UK that I would much rather see torn down because they didn't do anything good for the country.
So some people are hello Camero. Some people are asking for my sources about what. This
It's
is
pretty much all over the the internet. Like you can see, like just type like Winston Churchill like crimes or something like that, and you'll find a bunch of articles about it. It's like his own words.
Yeah,
were
whether it's
reported
10
about,
million
like,
or 1
biographies.
Oh
million.
yeah, he was pretty blatant about it. He was
Yeah.
pretty open about it.
Yeah.
No, the Obama thing sources about
Oh.
Obama. Oh, okay.
Slimush, thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you. And Fab thought for a second that I was pro Pétain. Hell now. Who cares about statues? Well, a lot of people, dude. A lot of people.
Okay, so listen,
In one way or another.
the what's his name?
Just run,
Winston
camera.
Churchill. The Winston Churchill bust was removed from the White House office of Barack Obama. However, it did put it in the second floor or whatever. But he took it out from his office. Okay, just type.
I don't want to
Just
see
type.
this shit.
Look. Says who? Says ABC News. ABC News.
No. Bah, non,
Posted.
non, Timmy, c'est parce que c'est parce qu'ils ont eu un. Oh my god, I just moved. Ils ont eu une discussion à propos des confédérés. C'est comme ça qu'on dit en français. Les confédérés, et quelqu'un voulait pas enlever la statue de Churchill, et puis voilà, c'est parti de là. Mais de toute façon, c'est tous les leaders de l'histoire. C'est la même chose. Don't vote the people who do
So
what?
Sharon, what do you think about that? If you were a judge in court and you had to decide,
I think we should put them in museums. Like, I don't think we should
what do
erase
you mean by them?
history. Like all the statues, even the Confederate statues, like everything. We should put them in a museum to like teach things, like not erase them. Obviously, it's like really satisfactory when you tear them down and stuff, but I think it should still be there to like teach a lesson about history. And same for Churchill. I don't think he should be on the street. Like, I don't think like, do we have something like that in France? Do we have a statue of Pétain? We don't, right?
You have
Or de Gaulle?
statues of like Louis the 14th, which I
Yeah.
guess is kind of similar.
Mhm.
Not quite though, but you know, he's not exactly a nice person.
Yeah, we don't. That's funny. It's true that like now that I realize we don't do. Oh, we have a statue of de Gaulle. Wow, I've never heard of it. That's funny. Un descendant, donc un raciste. Yeah, exactly. Same. Napoleon was a brutal dictator. Should we scrap the Arc of Triumph? It's not about the monuments. It's about like the like statues that actually directly represent like the man in himself, because it's like glorifying the man. Un aéroport à son nom. From what I remember in my history classes, we never learned about the bad things that Churchill did. Where are you from? Are you from the UK?
He's from Canada, I think he said.
Canada?
So the a more important question for me, Sharon, is seeing how much we shit on the US. Okay, how much every day I love and Taylor loves shitting about the US. Everything from guns to healthcare to
Is
the
same
treatment
everywhere.
of black people, whatever. What do you think that Taylor is being a bit hypocrite? Like saying, "Do what I say, but
I
don't say what I do."
I don't know if it's hypocrite, but maybe like I don't agree with him like at all that like it should be on the street, and I don't know how to like describe that kind of thought. It's like, yeah, I guess maybe it's that. Maybe it's that. I think like I don't think it should be on the street. If like the Confederates have to be taken off, then we should take off this one too. I think so.
I'm gonna post a picture of the statue and then also the statue of the Confederate president, just for reference. I'll put them in the discussion channel.
Yeah, Camel. Here's a radical idea. Instead of focusing on statues, we should be allocating time and resources to solving real problems like, again, economic equality. But that is part of the real problem because these statues are glorifying things that are bad. So, like, if you, let's say it's not important for you, I'm sure, but if, I don't know, if a black person like walks in the street and then sees this statue constantly when he walks back like to his job and then back, it's just it's not nice for them, you know, like if I saw a statue of Pétain like every day in France, I wouldn't like to see that shit. So it's part of like it's part of the problem. It's a step there, but like focusing on one problem doesn't mean that you're not focusing on another. You can, like, humans are, you know, they have a brain. They can do multiple things at the same time. It's okay.
So in discussion channel, I posted a picture of the Churchill statue, and then the other one is in Richmond, in Virginia. It's the President of the Confederacy. It's a fucking massive monument that looks like Nelson's column.
Discussion channel. Sorry, that's Churchill. Okay.
The top one, yeah.
My God.
And then the bottom one
It's
is the
small.
President of the Confederate States of America in Richmond, in Virginia, which was the capital of the Confederacy.
My God.
This huge fucking monument. Like,
It looks
that's where
very
I feel
Roman.
like,
What the fuck?
yeah, like that's where I feel like it's contextually different, because like the statue of Churchill is just him standing on a plinth with his name under it. That's all it is, you know. And I feel like there's other prime ministers behind him and stuff like that. That's a massive monument to a guy who led the fight in favor of slavery.
Why does
Like-
that look Roman? That is so weird.
So Fab Drambley
yeah.
asked me, was Churchill really racist?
Yes.
He was a racist. He was a white supremacist. There is no question about that.
But you said
There's no
that
question.
you said that, Fab. Earlier you said, oh yeah. Comme le film. Regarde Churchill. No. He's saying like look it up like on Google. I think it's an article. Yeah. Churchill était-il vraiment raciste comme le film? Non.
Yeah, of course, Fab. You will always find like the 2 or 3% historians that would argue that Churchill wasn't.
It was just a man of his time.
Yeah, and wasn't a racist
everyone
and
was,
wasn't
like,
a
racist.
supremacist. Like
But
you
he
will
still
always
was.
find the 2 or 3% scientists that would be anti-vaccination. Come on, at some point we need to say yes, Churchill was a big fucking piece of shit, a racist, but he saved UK. Okay, let's just recognize. Let's not build mythology around the guy.
Yeah, I agree
Roach,
with
thank
that.
you so much for subscribing.
I don't think there's really any argument. Like, I don't think there's any possible way that someone could make an argument that he was a good person, or that what he did in the war made up for the bad things he also did. Like, he was a fucking terrible piece of shit. But that statue is there as kind of a commemoration of like
True, but
his guidance through that time, and specifically that, and not the other stuff. And like, if they had like a plaque there that explained it, like one thing I kind of appreciate, I went to Mount Rushmore and they have a plaque there describing all of the, like, what each president did and stuff like that, and they have plaques there describing the whole history. What they didn't notice, and what I learned the other day, is that the guy who fucking carved the thing was a KKK member, and they don't have that on any of the signs there. But you know, they do have plaques there telling them about it. And if they had that next to, like, say, each of the prime ministers they've got statues of, I think that would be a good way of doing it, because then it would turn that whole area into a place people could also learn about the history of things. I feel like that would make it a lot more contextually appropriate.
The thing is that with people saying that men of their times, that's true. In the Christian and European tradition, for example, racism against black and Jews was just tradition. Like, even Voltaire was anti-Semitic. He called the black people the N-word. He called the Jews the sellers, because like Jews sell and have a lot of gold and whatever. However, being a man of his time doesn't mean that you need to sign orders that will allow you to use poison gas or to kill minorities or whatever. There is a difference between being at home and say, "Oh my
You're
God,
a
those
streamer.
fucking Jews," and actually doing a thing about the racism.
What I wanted to say something. It's like I I watched this movie about Lincoln one day. It was the Lincoln movie, right? Everyone knows it. It was like so long and it was very about like law and stuff like that. And everyone was like watching it, but I got so passionate about this. I was like, wow. This man was amazing. Like this dude, he was incredible. Like I started praising him. And then I saw the other part of him, the part that was never really discussed like openly, like that he was what was it that he tried this huge weapon on Native Americans, and I was like, fuck. I was believing in him.
Although he did some things for Native Americans, but yeah.
Yeah, like there's
Sharon,
yeah. Wait,
I wanted to. Oh wait, you have something, sorry.
there's a weird comment in the Lincoln was racist.
No,
it's
just Camro.
No, Monkadelic.
It's just Camro. Don't worry.
No, it's
Sharon.
Monkadelic. His ratings and they were. I may not have understood the context. Okay. Yeah. What were you saying?
Wait, I'm just reading.
You're reading what camera wrote.
Okay, no, Camero, I have a question for you. I'm not sure if you're hearing me. Okay, let's imagine that every day you hear Europeans telling you to tear down the Confederacy statues
down.
and tear down the Confederacy statues and to stop praising for a fucking shit that lasted for 4 years. Actual 4 years, dog shit side of the war. Okay, however, when you hear Taylor saying, "No, let's not tear down the Churchill's statue," what do you think? Like, do you think he's a bit
To be
hypocrite
clear,
or?
there's plenty of statues in the UK that I would like to be teared down for similar reasons as to why the Confederate ones should be, in my opinion.
You would usually just cure diabetes.
Mm.
Sorry.
Shit, T-Bone, I just saw that South Park episode. Amazing.
I was trying to understand the context of this. I was like, is he like actually asking that? Like, that's a South Park episode.
You know, Sharon, I'm binge watching South Park. Okay, there are like 20 seasons, and you watch this really fast. And I really enjoyed like the 10 first seasons.
Yeah.
However, no, of course, Camera, I was just asking for your opinion. You know, it's just we're not politicians. It's just your opinion. However, when you start coming into season 11, 12, and whatever, you start watching again what happened like after 2009, 2010. And it was so depressing, Sharon. So depressing. Yeah. To rewatch all that shit.
Why?
Like economic crisis. Like,
why? They talk about it in there?
Of course. Every fucking episode is a meme.
My God. I'm struggling to get behind that one. Hi.
I need to look into that.
Okay. He heard ya.
Who is Robert Peel?
That's what I'm looking up. I know he was a prime minister, but I don't know what he did.
You have to be an example that's implicit. Enrique, what? Statue has purpose to stand in a museum, I think. Thank you, Mozilla. Wait. Thank you so fucking...
he founded the police force. Okay.
Met police founder, I think.
Yeah.
Is it bad?
Well, people are very much like fuck the police at the moment, aren't they? So
In the UK,
yeah,
Really?
even though it's
how can
not
they
as
be problematic even without guns, though?
yeah, that's what most people are arguing, but yeah,
Are they like being violent?
jumping on the bandwagon of not really, no.
Oh.
There was some riots and protests and the police defended themselves and there was some guy who climbed and defaced the cenotaph and the police pulled him off of it, but I think that's about it. But obviously people are kind of saying, well, you know, America is racist and
Oh,
therefore the UK
his-
is too, so therefore blah blah blah.
Someone said
which
his father
I
was
don't agree with.
pro-slavery, but was he? We can't blame a man for his father's opinion, but if he was, then
He was also born in the 18th century when pretty much everyone, like if you were a white person from Europe, you were pro-slavery. Like
it was the thing.
yeah.
Isn't that sad?
So,
Dad was
Sharon,
a slaver. Yeah.
I wanted to ask you something not related at all.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can come back to Winston Churchill. So I didn't see your Instagram post, like you with the mask. And then I went through all the comments and you know all the bullshit that is spread on social
Sure.
media, especially from the US. So I wanted to ask you and chat too. Do you think that mask should be mandatory?
Oh my god. I think it should. I mean, I'm tired of people. I am tired of humanity. I am tired. I want to get out of this fucking shit. My god, I'm red. I want to get out of this virus. I want to travel. I want to do normal stuff. I want to talk to people outside. Even I never did, but now I want to do it. I want to go shopping. I want to do stuff. I am tired. There we go. There are people freaking rude.
Camro, what do you think about that?
Mask and enter are free to do it.
Does Sharon, does Alex also think that masks should be mandatory?
Alex, do you think that masks should be mandatory? Do you think masks should be mandatory? Yeah. Yeah. We're both like wearing it like crazy and stuff. Truly don't understand people going to the supermarket where mask is mandatory and then complaining about that. It's true. Like you knew. Why are you coming in making a fucking scene? You knew. Not hard to wear a mask. It's such a small thing to help protect yourself and others.
What I really don't get is when you see people getting angry at someone for wearing a mask, and it's like they're doing it to protect you. Why are you upset that someone has like the courtesy to not want to infect you? Like,
sorry for your ears, guys. I'm just like I'm tired. Like we're gonna have a second wave. I am tired.
You can't have a second wave.
you haven't finished the
We're
first
still
one
in
yet.
the first one. No, but like I don't know, like Texas, I think, like in Florida, they're in it. They're in their second wave. It never ended. It's true.
Oh.
I'm tired.
Oh, wait. A Confederate has entered the game, guys. He wants to speak with you, Sharon, about the mask.
Where?
Camera is here.
Your mod
Oh.
just joined
Well,
the
Oh my god, I can hear when people
I
join.
can't. My
Hello.
audio's screwed up.
Okay. Hi, how are you? Oh.
Give me a minute.
His
Okay.
audio is really screwed up. Do you guys think? Oh my god, I got lost. Oh my god, I can't read the big paragraph.
So you really
Camera
feel
left.
like you are tired, Sharon?
I'm tired. I like there's so many things that like looking back at my pictures, I'm like, wow, imagine life when we were free. We were like carefree about these things and we could just like do whatever we wanted, go wherever we wanted, and like not care about, oh my god, if I touch this, is it bad? Like, oh, if I do this, is it bad? Like, oh my God, it's just too much. Too much. I just want to interact with the world normally. And because people don't care, we're going to be in it for, I think, like a year or two now. And it's going to be annoying. It's a year or two of our life. Can you imagine? Life is so fucking short.
So Marav was smart about the discussion earlier, but now he's being less smart. He says, you do know that these masks don't help. Only special medical masks, which are for hospital people, do actually help in preventing through.
It's fake. Look, what do you say? Like, look at studies and stuff. They tell you that it how do you say it? Prevents at least 50% of transmission. Don't say that. It's not true. I'm sorry, but that's like, you can't be stupid now. You can't. Now is not the time to pretend like to know more than science. It's not possible. Yeah, I keep like kicking the camera. Hi. We can't widespread this bullshit. We can't. Like, there's too many stupid people on earth for them to believe in that. We can't let them believe in that. Stop kicking. I'm sorry, I'm like animated. I understand that, like, being alone, if you're like camping in the middle of nowhere, I understand you won't wear a mask. Fair enough. I don't understand that you're not going to wear a mask when you're surrounded. This is like...
Look, Sharon, Matthias from Brazil said the virus can enter through your eyes. From Brazil. GG, dude.
Okay.
I got it working, by the way.
It enters when you touch.
Sharon,
Yeah?
Camo is here.
Hello.
So,
Wait, what do you want to discuss, sir?
well,
Which topic are you on?
The mask thing, okay.
So,
someone
like,
in the chat, Napoleon was a racist.
It's
also true. Can we
just a
hate
tricky
on the French
thing.
for a bit?
Oh my God, there's so much. So much to do.
So, I mean, I 100% completely understand, Sharon's position that it should be required. Like, it's not fair to people that need to be protected that they can't go out, right? But on the flip side, is it fair to force everyone to wear a mask because someone else can't go out, right?
Yeah, because it's a society.
It's just a piece of cloth. You see what I mean? Like, if it was like, I don't know. It's just so unimportant.
The perfect example, Sharon, is the speed limit on the road.
Yeah.
Is it fair to put a speed limit for everyone?
Oh, that's true. That's a good one. Yeah.
Oh, I disagree with that too.
Oh my God! What the fuck?
Come on, dude.
You want everyone to like...
I can drive fast a lot safer than some other people can.
Yeah, but there's still science that proves if you hit someone going 40 miles an hour, there's like a fucking 80% chance they'll die. But at 30 miles an hour, there's an 80% chance they'll live.
Are you against the belt too in the car?
Oh my
No,
God.
I mean, like it's keeping people safe. But if they don't want to be safe themselves,
But the problem is,
but it's not just
agree.
that they don't want to be safe themselves. They're also endangering other people, and that's where the problem comes in. Because it's not their choice to endanger other people.
About the mask, you're saying?
Yeah, sure. I can't really talk on the speed limit because I rarely drive at the speed limit. So.
See, there you go. Right?
I've got a sports car. I'm going to use it.
But what I found really funny is that Hero was like, he's streaming himself, like walking around with a mask on. He's so chill. Well, he's giving us.
It's like Sharon, you know, in the US when they how do you say? Comment tu dis, genre ils ont légiféré, genre ils ont sorti une loi.
They legislated.
Yeah, they legislated that.
Put out a law.
They put out a law that you were obligated to wear the like to put on a belt in your the seat belt in your car. Okay, so a lot of people like Camro that I respect and that defend freedom and the liberty of choice and whatever. They came and said, "No, this is my freedom. If I don't want to put the seat belt and whatever." However, if you don't put the seat belt, you become a danger. You become a danger because you can be thrown out by the window, right? And it's exactly the same with the mask. Okay, I'm meeting I met my father tonight. Okay, he's like 65 years old. I put on a mask because I want to reduce even by 10%, 20%, 75%. I want to reduce the risk of him having it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that. Like by arguing against making it a law, I'm not saying that I would never wear a mask myself. Like if I was gonna be around Sharon, I would totally wear a mask. I respect that. But
Okay,
it should be left as, like the freedom of choice.
okay. So, do you think this freedom of choice is actually working in the US? Or do you think that the one that worked is in Europe? In the US now, it's not under control. You are being obliterated.
Even the UK has it under
hopefully-
control.
I've hopefully got a good analogy for you if you want. Hello, everyone.
Oh, hi.
Ooh, hello.
I was like, wait, that is not an accent that was here previously.
I've got an analogy for you then.
Another British person.
Would you say, Caro, that vaccines for things should be a choice as well?
Oh, that's a
Because
good one too.
it's a very similar one.
Yeah,
You've
it's
got
very
it's a public thing where if some people don't have it, the issue is you don't have herd immunity. It's a very similar thing. You're reducing a chance of getting stuff, right? It's not like it's not like it's impossible that you'll get it if you do the small thing, but it's a small thing that reduces steps towards stuff, right? But it's the same idea of the public health.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, yeah, I think Alex just said like they are a choice.
Not in Europe.
Okay, well, they're
really?
a choice in the US. My point is more of a, do you think it should be a complete choice and that you should never have to do it, right? If it's a public health thing and that
Well-
you're essentially endangering other people by not contributing towards this thing.
I wonder if
Well,
there's
that's-
as much resistance to vaccines as to masks.
There's a lot of like anti-vaxxers, they call them.
But is there like
Yeah,
as
there's a
much
lot.
of as much reaction than as
Probably.
masks?
I don't
I feel
know. It's
like
hard
I
to say
don't
because
really hear
like
about it.
It's
masks
a bit
are
of a problem.
visible.
The mask thing is very vocal at the moment.
Yeah, and visible. I mean, you can see just by looking.
The anti-vax thing is pretty huge, and it always has been. It's something that like social media platforms have big issues with, like Facebook, where they have these giant groups of like mumsnet people sharing bogus, crappy things that are just
Yes.
false. And the problem is that
Oh, vaccines
then
can give
Facebook
you
are just like,
autism.
yeah, exactly. And then Facebook are like, well, we don't want to take this down because free speech, but how far do you go with that, right?
Camro, I've got a simple question for you. Excuse me, just a simple yes/no question. Do you think that the policy about the coronavirus in the US, which is not putting the human first, but putting the economy first, is working at the moment?
So I can't just say yes or no to that. Like,
Yeah, that's
yeah, of
impossible.
course.
it's not about putting like it's, you're saying putting the human first. That's like, putting their health above their freedom.
Okay.
The issue here, though, is
Yeah,
that,
but what freedom? What freedom
yeah,
is good when you're dead?
But that's what I'm saying is like the freedom doesn't necessarily mean that you choose not to do it, just that you have the choice to do it or not.
So just for you to be free, you want to practically sacrifice all the people, and then you will
Yeah,
tell me.
that's the
Then
thing.
you will tell me that they can stay at home. Okay, but if they don't have a family, they need to go out to do some shopping. So you're basically forcing them to stay inside. You're killing them.
But I'm not saying that no one should wear a mask. I'm saying it shouldn't be forced that they should wear a mask.
But
Yeah, but
here's the thing:
no
the
one
peop-
is wearing it.
the people who choose to wear a mask are helping people, right? The people who choose not to make a mask, not to wear a mask, sure, that they're using their freedom to choose not to do it, but they're also using their freedom to endanger other people, and that's not freedom, because where's those victims' freedom of choice? They can't choose not to get the virus.
Well, I mean, like, I don't disagree with you, but there's so many other things like that in the world already, you know?
I think,
Rocket quit. Thank you
the-
so much for subscribing. That's what I was saying. I was trying to
I
like
think,
explain. Go
the
ahead.
the problem is that wh- too many people think, well, okay, but if you can't enforce it, then what's the point? But it's not necessarily about enforcing it and making it so that it's a thing that's forcing you against your freedom or whatever. It's just that if you push it for enough and make it so that it's more of like people feel peer pressure to do it, or they're encouraged to do it, it makes it more normal. Whereas if you've got a government that sits back, or you've got public boards that just don't properly say, please do this, then you're not really encouraging enough people to do it. Like here, shops can say, we don't want you to come in the shop if you don't have a mask, and it's not really impacting it's your freedom, because you weren't going to be allowed in that shop if they just decided not to let you in that shop, right? It's just they're caring about the health of their customers, so it's more like a pressure for you to do it. And the problem that I have right now is that not enough places are saying, please encourage to do it. It's not necessarily about getting police out there and beating people up for not having a mask. That's not what I'm suggesting. I just think that at least encouraging it.
I just want
Yeah,
to
I
say
mean,
for go ahead.
no, it's your stream. You
No,
go.
no. I just wanted to
We've
give
kind of-
context to like people that like all of you are EU except Camro. That's why like there's like such conflicting
Yeah.
opinions. Go ahead.
I don't have any problem with encouraging it. I mean, like, most of the like government entities and stuff here, encourage it. Yeah.
Butter pants.
I-
Cases going up, death have been going down dramatically for weeks. If cases are going up now, that means death are gonna go up later. You see the interaction? Deaths are going down now because like cases have been going down earlier, but
Because
now
they're
they're going
lowering
up,
testing.
and then there you go. So it's just a new wave that's coming.
Also, yeah, Trump is famously not a fan of testing things, so cases are likely going
You
to
don't
fall,
have a
and
test,
then
you don't have a case.
Yeah, exactly, and then
Uh,
reported
so-
deaths are going to fall as well because they don't know that they've got the disease. But then, it doesn't. Like, it's just deaths that aren't on the record as COVID, but they're still killed by it.
I'm curious then, because obviously, you mentioned that Camera's the only one that's really in the US. Well,
these
going
spams,
outside
holy
and
shit.
such, but is it how often do everyone here, do you actually see people with masks on? Because I don't know about everyone else, but whenever I go out, I'm like one of the only ones with a mask. There's like 2 or 3
In
other
the
people I
UK?
see. Yeah,
Yeah, I
in
think
like the
now
UK,
it's like
I see quite a few still.
there's not many. And what bothers me is that even like shop staff don't necessarily have them. Like people that are going to be seeing other people all the time during the day as part of their work don't necessarily have them. So I was wondering how often people have seen masks.
I see them quite a lot. Pretty
Mm.
much everyone at work has them, and then if I go out, most, like, I mean, I don't go out much, so but if I do, people tend to have them. So like, at least adults, a lot of kids don't have them, which is kind of understandable because try getting a fucking child to wear a mask, it's not easy. But I've seen quite a few wearing them, at least in like London. But I feel like it was quite bad here, so people kind of took it a lot more seriously.
I think now like countries have begun. For example, France was really good, and then now they're like feeling that it's okay, it's sort of okay, so they're not putting masks anymore, not social distancing anymore. So like you have to like reteach them that it's not over. And what's gonna teach them? It's a new wave, and they're gonna have to be confined again and like mandatory shit again and all over again. So that's why probably now we
no, I don't think that general confinement is viable for France or for any other. We
Yeah.
needed this big confinement quarantine just to calm things down, okay? Which didn't happen in the US, by the way. That's the problem. Okay, so we took 2 months and a half of hardship, but then at the end of the day, we can breathe a bit. We can have economy or whatever. Now, guess who's closing their economy? It's Texas. Now they are closing their economy. Now they're going to suffer.
It's too late.
And Florida turn will come, and even France we will close again. But I don't know, dude. All this freedom talk. My God. Seriously, Camero, are we in V for Vendetta, dude? Do you feel like the government is a tyranny for wanting to protect you so we can? I mean, they don't want to fucking protect you. They want to save lives so you can keep working after and keep buying their shit. Come on, dude. It's not V for Vendetta.
Well, I think you guys kind of like misunderstand like where I'm coming from. Like it's not about like trying to protest against masks and like
He wants
go
the
out and
choice.
like, endanger people. Like, yeah, so it's about the choice and it's about the future of the choice too. Like every time that we let the government say like you have to do this, that's one less thing that we, have the freedom to do in the future, and like it continues to progress like that.
Okay, so a simple question, a yes no question for you, sir, that someone asked in the chat. I can't remember who. So by this logic, um, would you agree to not outlaw drunk drivers on the
Oh,
street
I saw this too.
because it's their freedom to choose, right?
Fast then.
Yeah, I like there's some that are harder for me to get on board with. I mean that one, like, it's already in place, right? So it's
No, but
easier to imagine like it continuing, and that's kind of my point, is that like once it's in place, people kind of get complacent with that stuff.
Drusilla asked, how is that the same? It's the same in the sense that Camero is a little bit libertarian. So he says that I'm not against masks. I think it's a good thing to encourage it or whatever. However, making it mandatory is not good for the freedom and shouldn't be put in as a law. So it's the same as driving drunk. See what I mean? Or
Veggie too, however you say that.
Bitchy.
100%. That's like 1,000% my position. People should be good people, like
Camiro.
by their own choice. Like they shouldn't be like legislated into like trying to be a good person. Like you can't change what's in somebody's heart.
But my argument would be that people aren't, like being good or bad isn't
There aren't
black
like,
and white, and it's kind of naive to think that people will just do the right thing because people are ultimately going to do what's best for them and not what's best for other people.
Yeah, agree. But
And
that's
so that's where
still
laws
gonna
come into
be
place to make society work more efficiently.
that same principle is still going to be in place when it's a law too, though.
But
Yeah,
I'd
but then
argue
you
that
can
even at least the
enforce against
pressure.
it.
Yeah, like the thing is that even like the pressure, if you don't have it as it being a large kind of body saying do this, then people are just less likely to do it. If they just think they can get on with their lives and never hear about something, then they'll just do that instead, right?
Yeah.
That's fair.
And it's difficult when it comes to something like public health because it isn't just affecting someone else, and it's not a moral. I don't see it as a moral thing of being, oh yeah, whether you do this or not. But
Yeah,
I
mean,
like the lawman's point, but it's too long for me to read.
You can take a quick thing and say the UK government have really reduced a lot of the lockdown stuff, and they've said, hey, you can kind of do a bit more of what you want, and they pushed it off towards being the choice of the British public. They put it down to the common sense of the British public, right? Which I think is a stupid fucking idea, because the common sense of the British public is not good. And
No.
when people don't know about this stuff, and if thing is, right, a lot of people are not going to be going out and studying to see how bad COVID is. So if the government
going out
don't
to get
say
pissed.
something and say, do this, please, then they're just not going to, they're not going to care. They're not going to look into it.
So if at the end of the day you don't put it in law, and no U.S. citizen is wearing a mask, what should we do, Camero? And then the pandemic, the epidemic keeps spreading, and people keep dying. Like, what should we do?
That's the thing that I was thinking. Like, the problem is now it's a choice, but we see that it being a choice doesn't work for the U.S. because they're not putting anything, like, they're not morally, they don't morally feel like they should.
They're individualistic.
Yeah.
of them.
So it's a choice now, but we see it's not working. It's like the COVID hasn't disappeared. It hasn't gone down. It hasn't done anything. So, like, what should we do with this? Should we continue on this line, or should we change it? I don't know.
What do you think, Camero?
I mean, it's a fair question. Like, I'm
we're
I'm
given
not.
the choice now.
It's not easy for me to say like it shouldn't be a law ever. Like it's affecting a lot of people. But I mean, I still just lean towards like leaving that choice up to the people.
Mm-hmm.
So you would mean, like, you would be okay to, like, leave it on this how do you say, like, path, and just, like, going with the flow, going with it, even if it means that, like, a lot more people are gonna die, and, like, we're probably gonna be in quarantine a lot again and again and again, because that's ultimately what happens, like, if we give a choice, because people are so indisciplined in the US, like, they're not gonna implement it, they're not gonna wear it, so that's what's gonna happen. And isn't it worse eventually? I don't know. Oh my god, Hero, he's so funny.
I'll add that actually.
Oh my god, that smirk now.
A part we've not talked about is the fact that
he's wearing chibi merch.
I've got GB merch.
And him.
Traitor.
I'll
I'm not going to join
argue
in because I look
that
like shit.
the opening up for choice and for people to make their own moral decisions is and not enforcing things too much is actually also very self-serving towards the people that are well off, that are rich enough, that are privileged enough in many other ways through race and such. It does not take into account how it's unfair against the fact that the people that are in more densely populated areas, like minorities and people that are poorer, are always going to be affected way worse because of it. So it doesn't. That's the issue with leaving up to choice and people to decide. But
my god, I've never seen Smirks talk. It's funny. He's animated.
He moves.
That's
He's
my
a real
pajama.
boy.
well, when you've been doing like voice calls for 3 months, you kind of have to like talk your hands.
No, but
as
it's
well.
so funny to see you talk. It's so different.
It's a bit weird when you hear someone talking and it doesn't match how they look.
Is that your bedroom?
Camera, I've got another.
She's spying on you now.
This is my kitchen. Look.
Camera, I've got another simple question, if you don't mind. Who do you think is the better or the best person between those two senators? One Republican senator that said maximum the COVID-19 will kill 10 million Americans. Okay, and another ex-Democratic senator that would say we need to force people to wear a mask to save those 10 million people. Who is, in your eyes, the better person?
I mean, I'm not gonna say one of them is a better person or not. Like, they both have valid arguments. I mean, it just feels like it's one of those things where it's like lose-lose situation, you know?
Yes, you're in my trap now.
Yeah, you're the king of those.
Yeah, that's. I guess it's just like a culture difference between EU and UK, but like putting freedom on the same level of like millions of lives is just like I guess a disconnect between us.
I don't know. What I can
'Cause,
say
like,
is I'm scared. Scared to go
I-
outside because people don't respect it. It's horrible.
Yeah. I'm kind of the opinion that like a person's individual freedom should end when it impedes on another person's freedom,
Yeah.
whether that be like their freedom of health or their freedom to go
Same.
outside and whatever. So like I feel like you can't really have absolute freedom if it means that other people are going to suffer, because then they don't have the same freedoms.
Camero, I've got a question from a secret fan. Okay, that sent it to
What does
me
that
in a DM in Discord. Okay. I will try to make it with his voice. Okay. Ask Camero what should happen if you could tell who infected someone, and that infected person dies.
that accent.
Should the family of the victim be able to sue the guy for not wearing a mask and killing their relative by infecting them with the virus? Or is this freedom without consequences?
I wonder who that is.
Yeah. So I will say, like, in the majority of situations, I say like no, they shouldn't be liable. But if there's maybe a case where like, you know, somebody is like out there like actively like trying to pass it on to somebody and it can be proven that it was, you know, contracted from them, that type of thing, then, you know, that's
But
think
then
that's
can't you
fair.
also sue for like negligence? Like you can sue doctors for like negligence if like a patient dies because the doctor didn't like made a simple mistake or whatever. Like you can sue them for that, right? In America? So wouldn't like something like that come under the same kind of thing? Like it's negligence not to wear a mask?
Well, I mean, right now, I don't think that there's any form of like legal obligation to wear a mask. And so not wearing one is not, you know, like legally doing anything wrong.
No, but like it's also like if like a doctor isn't legally doing anything wrong if he just makes a simple mistake and then a patient dies because of it, right? That's just like it happens.
I mean,
It's
they've
not
taken an oath.
Yeah, but they're not perfect. Like like they it happens to like every doctor. Like they will make a fuck up and someone will die because of it, right? Like
So if it's not something that the doctor like caused, that was something like very obvious, like, you know, if it was something where it's like an obscure mistake that anyone could have made, then they shouldn't be sued for that either.
okay, that's fair.
So Sharon, after all this conversation, okay, where you had a bit of the two sides, okay, not something really deep, but libertarian against European. Is your answer the same as the beginning when you said that yes, the mask should be mandatory?
Yeah. Still, because like the problem is we can't trust people because we see the results now. We see them like it's under our eyes. We see that giving a choice isn't working. So eventually, if you want to save an economy and everything and human health and everything, is just by wearing one piece of cloth. One piece of cloth and you can save everything.
Is there a limit, Camero, where you would say, okay, let's legislate now? Like a limit of death? I don't know,
Well,
like 10 million, 20 million.
Like I was just thinking about that, like not in terms of like death, but if it was something where we could say like we're going to have a vaccine in 10 months, and so we're going to implement a law for those 10 months, like it's written into the law that the masks will 100% go away once the vaccine is out, and the vaccine is, a guarantee, then I would be willing to go for that.
Okay.
Someone asked, mandatory, how are we finding people, putting them in jail? It's kind of like the quarantine in France, right? What was happening, Joe? Like you guys were like,
Yeah, if you would be out without the need to be out, you would get I don't know, 75 euros fine, and then 150, and until you go to jail.
yeah. Not everyone wants to even comply to be vaccinated. Yep. Yep. That's terrible. Anyway, how can you be so afraid of masks? I don't think people are afraid. I think they just don't want to
People
wear them.
They don't want the inconvenience
Yeah.
because
it's
having a thing on your
it's
face is
annoying.
a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, guys. So 3 days ago, 4 days ago, I went out of my house and I needed to go fast to the bicycle shop. Okay, and I, because I needed to go fast, I totally forgot my mask. Totally forgot it. And then when I got in the shop, it was hot outside. I was tired, whatever. The guy told me, "Where is your mask?" And of course, I support mandatory mask and whatever, but inside me,
Yeah, I knew what you were thinking.
my pride.
That's
took
not
a
your
hit.
fucking problem.
I was about to roll him, but I mean,
But
it's
he's
weird.
right. Yeah.
It's a weird. You see what I mean? It's
Yeah.
a weird feeling.
You're like, fuck, I'm in the wrong,
So-
but fuck you for telling me that, but fuck this.
I saw someone that is like, they said they've been working for like pushing condoms for years, and they gave advice as to how to get people into doing it. And it's like, don't shame people that aren't wearing masks. Have like clear, concise information. It's just quite funny seeing like another form of protection, sharing their information towards how to get other people to do it. But yeah.
Yeah.
What are those images behind you, Smirk?
I just see,
posters.
I see
just got a
Hero
fuck
like
ton of
eating
posters.
something.
He had like a bowl that I swear looked like piss. I don't
Where's
know.
ours, Hero? You gotta share, man.
You guys can't see, but we basically have like in the voice chat. You
Sorry.
can stream now on Discord, so we have
Yeah.
them.
I was on an adventure. I was on a car wash. I went to go get my lunch. I
And
got
all with
Starbucks.
your mask, yeah.
And with my mask. Yeah.
Hero
Well
is the
done.
MVP.
What am I doing? I know.
Hero is
fun.
the hero.
It's an amazing podcast.
It's an amazing podcast. He was just listening to it.
Hey, like legit, guys. I know that Sharon is ending soon, but it was nice, right?
Right, Camero?
No,
Better
no,
than I expected from Joe. I'll say that.
no.
It's better than I expected from Joe as well.
Of course, it's harder for Camero because he's alone. But sometimes, majority is right. Anyway, but I wanted to invite Alex, but he's not here anymore, or is working or whatever. But everything has been polite, right?
I
Right, you
think so.
fucker.
Right, you motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's been pretty good.
Thank you,
Because of
Drew.
people
Get
have
that
loved
peanut
good
butter
fun.
out of your mouth, Joan. Do I have peanut butter in my mouth?
What are you on about?
What?
The
I don't
discussion
know.
wasn't
Maybe
as bad
it
as
sounds like I
expected.
have peanut butter in my mouth.
I
No,
think
I
he
it's
means
speak
like
English.
potato or something like that. No. If I get the COVID from a shock, can I sue? I guess that's gonna be hard to prove.
I mean, that's not quite how vaccines work, but sure.
The whole community says they're a mess, but Trump doesn't. Who are you gonna trust? Who you gonna trust? Is that really a question? I know who I trust. Hello.
Yeah, he also did say inject bleach, so.
Drew,
Yeah.
thank you so much for subscribing. See, a discussion can be had. Is that even English? Can be had. You can have a discussion without like you just expose your point, then someone
Don't
else
expose
exposes their
yourself.
point. No,
Oh
don't expose
God,
yourself.
smack.
Expose your point, and then you all expose your points, and then say like agree on some things, disagree on some things, and being this was a nice talk. Exactly. Discussion streams are
Present your
delightful.
It
points.
was helped by the fact that me and Joe already argued about fucking topic for like the last 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Oh, for real?
Yeah,
I
if
thought it
you
was
if
just
you
for
saw us
that.
on the discussion channel, we were writing in caps, Sharon. We are crazy caps.
It's a mod-free
I-
zone.
I say
I
take
don't
it
think
down.
we've ever disagreed in that channel before.
That's why-
I think that was
that's
the
why I
first
was
time we had
like-
a disagreement. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was like,
because
Chris Hart and my brother against Taylor? Wait. What?
what?
I was like,
No,
Chris
Hussar
Hart.
was like swapping sides.
Oh,
like-
okay,
yeah.
Yeah, but you know, Sharon, Usar supporting a genocidal. You know, I mean,
What?
it's Usar, right?
Oh my god, babe. That's tell her you're listening to history. History classes.
I say take it down.
I was worried about
Sophia is on our side, Sharon.
this. I'm not a Hussar.
Oh.
Hussar. I'm not Hussar Taylor. He said Hussar.
I said Hussar, didn't I? Hussar?
Hussar.
That's how we pronounce it
Hussar.
here. Yeah.
Hussar.
Why don't you just put Carl? My god.
Hussar.
This is
I'd
my
say
worst symbol.
Hussar.
Yeah, what is
Sure
it?
it's a
What is
Portuguese.
Usar? Isn't that one of those soldiers?
It's cavalry. Yeah.
Cavalry, yeah, from Age of Empire 2.
I mean, from real history as well. But yeah.
No, no.
My teeth are so spaced out that I am trying to put one in my straw. It's working.
Um.
I remember trying to
Anyway,
do that when I was a kid.
Yeah, I did that.
What, are you leaving us already,
I
Sharon?
try and put my like front tooth in it.
it's
'cause my front
7:05.
tooth's
Look, I
fucking
can do it.
huge.
Oh my god!
Congrats.
Hello, Nikicia, you're arriving at the wrong time. We're about to finish. Oh my
No,
god!
we're
Thank
about
you.
to have another debate.
Yeah, about what?
I don't know. Find something, guys.
Find something. Oh, I have something.
Oh
Oh,
God.
Mm?
okay.
There's it's not really a debate, it's just like a so stupid thing. There's a store that's like really it's like a Chinese website that makes like, you know, like clothes made in
Oh,
China.
that
It's like really it's like cheap, but like everyone in the Western countries like buys them, like every girl buys them because it's like cheap and it's cute and stuff. And they just posted. Oh, thank you, Nikicia. I hope you do. They just posted a necklace with the. Oh my god, I can never pronounce this name.
Svas.
Swastika.
No, Svas. Not
Swastika.
Svas.
Swastika.
Actually, say
So was it
swastika.
the real swastika or
I
was it
think
like
it was the Buddhist symbol.
Yeah, but
because
the
it wasn't
thing
an
is,
angle, but
they are.
it's still stupid.
It's still stupid. But the thing is, like, they are known, and I didn't know that because I bought from them like I don't know months ago, and they apparently put sorry, they sold like a how do you call that how do you call that a prayer
prayer mat
for Muslims. They sold it like as a carpet, like as a decorative carpet. And like they did a lot of shit apparently in the back.
They like whitewashed the shit out
So
of it. And
yeah,
stuff,
so they just like keep committing those mistakes, and then now they just did. They put that sign on the necklace, and I'm like, what the fuck? And some people said, yeah, but it's like a Buddhist thing, and I'm like, okay, sure, it's a Buddhist thing. Their market is heavily Western. So it's just like
Really?
girls. Yeah.
On top of that, they literally called it the swastika instead of by its actual, like by
Mistake.
the Buddhist name for it.
What's the Buddhist name?
I don't know.
I think it's also because
But it's not. Is it? I don't
I
think it's. I feel like swastika is a German word.
I don't know, but like they called it like that, and like they, your market is this, so like it's heavily underestimating the intelligence of your customers. If you're doing that, if you're selling that to like your customers and thinking like, oh, they're definitely gonna take that as a Buddhist sign. How?
I think it is the same.
The name for
I
it?
think it is the same word.
Yeah,
It
I think
says
it
it
is.
comes from the Sanskrit
Oh,
for good
shit.
fortune or well-being.
I think it is
But
in
in-
Sanskrit.
In Japan, it's called manji.
That's what I was
Yeah.
thinking of.
Well known.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I was thinking of.
Hmm.
And I'm like, you can like say all you want that is a Buddhist sign, but oh my god, like can you like who did it go through that you're selling this to a westernized market and you're gonna make people think that
Well,
you're going for the Buddhist sign?
Sharon, maybe it was just like a heads up for the Finland Air Force.
I'll post a picture of the necklace in general chat.
Fuck you, Foz.
Wait. Was it shine? Sheen?
Yeah,
Shine?
I
Shine.
just posted it in general.
I think it's
Oh, okay.
Shein.
There's already an article about it.
And the thing is
Like, they-
fucking
they
huge.
pulled it.
It's not subtle. No.
That's what she
It's
said.
just subtle. Like
Fuck's sake, Joe.
in mind for their products, Electric Boogaloo, because their markets,
it's not
their
expensive.
customers are
No, it's cheap as
their
shit.
customers are heavily Western based. Like you know that this means something in the West. You know that this doesn't mean like a Buddhist thing like in the West. If like this is gonna be worn in America, it's gonna look bad.
It's
Their
funny
clothes are
that,
too.
it's funny that it's in US dollars. Right?
Oh my
Can I
god.
just get my 2 cents out of the way here?
Yeah, of course.
Or is it your
So-
$2.50?
Okay. Yeah.
I'm joking.
2.50.
Sorry.
Actually, that's very relevant to what I'm gonna say. Um, So obviously, again, like I disagree with the with the sentiment and whatever there.
Yeah.
But like I kind of think like it's such a bad thing. Like who's even gonna buy it? Let them just fail on the product.
Yeah.
Like-
Well, that's the thing, isn't it gonna be like people who are like pro-Nazis, and it just like gives them a nice little necklace. But even then, like, are you gonna sell that? Are you gonna It's kind of fucking
This is
weird.
why I would argue that I wonder if the reason they've done it is for outrage rather than so that they can actually just get the
Yeah.
brand out.
It's for what?
Rather than anything.
Outrage.
Like just for outrage, so
I
they
don't
can get their
know.
brand out.
Apparently
So
they've
they
been
can
doing
go
a
like-
lot of stuff, so and like they kept like apologizing and then like kept doing bad stuff. And Carl, I've heard the same. I've heard the same about like that there's not a lot of education about World War II in Asia. I've heard that before, but when you're a brand and you're gonna like market your stuff to the West, like aren't you gonna do like a little bit of like research? It's a sign that has been there. Like
It's very
it's
tone
hard
deaf.
to
Like,
yeah, it's hard to like avoid it. I feel like even if you don't know like details about World War II, it's like I think everyone knows that sign. No,
Wait,
I don't
where
know.
are the producers from? You said
China.
China. Okay.
Now I don't know if there's any like part of like a US branch or anything that's involved. Like I don't know if it's all Chinese and if it's like part I have no idea. But it's kind of weird.
I say we burn their shop. What do you say? Can I, camera? Is it okay?
C'est peut-être certaines personnes
Freedom to-
I'm gonna stay out of that one.
Maybe they didn't. I don't know what.
Foz is ready to burn it down.
Oh my god!
Fuzz, if you help me, I will forget what
It's
happened.
online. Oh, it's still on the website. I thought they put it down.
Let's
Your tweet's still
cancel
there,
culture
so I
them.
assume it's still there.
It's cancelled.
Sharon, let's cancel culture them. Let's all tweet them or something.
It was a girl who shared that, and she was like,
Yeah.
I think she's an influencer or something, and she was like, I talked to them before because of the prayer mat, and because like I think they put like white women in traditional Chinese clothes or something like that, and so like they apologized and stuff, and they said they would do better, that they put out like some form of apology and stuff, and then they come out with this shit. I was like, God.
Sharon, do you have the right to show it on Twitch?
Probably not.
I have no idea.
I also wouldn't.
Yeah, I
show
wouldn't
stuff
risk
like that, no matter the
Well,
context.
we can say it's the Buddhist sign.
Yeah, the
See, you
Twitch
see what I
doesn't
mean?
care.
Like it's
Them.
always like the same like fucking excuse. Like if you're saying that it's a Buddhist sign, you're looking for a fucking like.
So wait, if you can't
That's
show
weird.
that, so you can't show a Wolfenstein?
no, I think it's one of the games that's banned.
There's
Wait.
there's parts about
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein that are allowed in certain countries. Certain countries have different
You
rules.
can
on it.
argue with Twitch. Yeah, it's labeled swastika, but I think it's the same word for the other one too.
Yeah, it turns out it's the same word.
But it's just like, yeah, it's tone deaf. That is a good word. It's fucking tone deaf.
It's like I don't feel like it's necessarily Nazis in China that are doing it. It's just that China has its own version of World War II history.
Yeah.
And
They
the
probably
sad
don't
version.
have and they don't have the context of what that symbol means outside of, Asia.
But not knowing that this is
necessarily,
a,
but,
like a sign
They
of.
should have done the research considering they're selling it in Western markets.
That's
I mean,
crazy.
I don't actually know how much they would have learned about it World War II. I mean, like it's one of those things where I think someone in the chat earlier said to me like, "Oh, who's Churchill?" And I just found it a bit mental that nobody, like someone would have no
Yeah.
clue who that is. So I actually don't know if in more eastern places they actually don't learn much about World War II.
We should.
But
We should.
that's like the smallest benefit of the doubt thing I can think
Yeah.
Mm.
of.
Like outside of China and Japan, World War II was pretty much just European war. The only reason it was a world war is because of the colonies. So, and like America got involved, and that was about it. But
Yeah.
it's like it was mostly just China, Japan, Britain, France, Germany, and the US, and then Russia.
I'm a need to pee because I drank a whole fucking liter during this stream, and it's 7:50.
You drank a litter of kittens. What?
Sharon, did
What?
you say? Sharon, did you see what Usar and Foz and Open and Sophia and Justin and the Lowman said on Discord
No.
general channel?
Is there a stream right now? No.
No, after.
What?
Look
What?
at all those traders.
What a tedious stream.
Yes.
Why tedious?
And now smirk.
Sorry. After participating into the conversation.
Ban them all.
Is it?
Sharon, just click the red button.
Make me mod and I'll do it, Kappa.
Anyway, that was great talks, guys. Very productive. Thank you so
All right,
much
thank you.
for
Thank
all
you,
the
boys.
debates.
Thanks.
Sharon, can I call you or you still have diarrhea?
I don't have diarrhea, but I need to pee.
So can I call you after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, guys, for participating in this talk.
Maybe
Thank
next
you.
time I'll get a haircut and I'll be able to join the video call with Smoke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, I
That's
got my
fun.
merch. I changed merch. Changed off JB's. There you go.
Yeah, you did. I actually have GB's hoodie. I'm using it as a pajama. Anyway. All right. So I'll leave the voice chat. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Take
see you.
care.
Bye. So I hope you enjoyed the stream, guys. It was really chill. I liked it. We have to find more like topics. If more things can happen in the world so we can talk. I hope you liked it. And remember, it's just a discussion. Like, there's no one, it's like you can all talk. It's fine. We can all discuss our points. And it's a friendly stream. So I'll see you on Saturday. Oh my god, there's RuPaul's Drag Race Canada tonight. Woo! Okay, I'll see you on Saturday. for some ASMR. And on the 15th, after the 15th, I will stop streaming because I have to move out. So yeah. I'll see you later, haters. Oh, 15th. Okay, well, I'll update you. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Bye.